high volume leg day and how it can help you. What's up, guys? Larry here. Late one today, and with the wife going out of town, I basically will have to take a combination of a heavy loading day and a pump day and put them together into one day, seeing as that I won't be in the gym past Wednesday. So, with that being said, it's going to be high volume, going to be heavy weights, some lightweight, some high reps, a few low reps, and then we'll just go from there. Why high volume is good. I think we're in a phase where, at least in a bodybuilding perspective, that we're doing a lot less work than what we normally do. And for some folks, it's leaving them a bit winded, it's leaving them a bit out of shape. Now, bodybuilding isn't an endurance contest. Let's get that right out the gate. But what I do think, where I think we miss the boat at a lot, is that we don't train with enough high volume and in enough phases, right? So it's good to round out the muscle, it's good to burn calories, it's good to bring a certain look to your physique. Now, after a certain point, a lot of volume is just worthless, right? But I think with a lot of people just really going with so many different models, the effective reps model, the reps in reserve, there's nothing wrong with going close to failure, beyond failure for multiple rounds, for multiple sets, for multiple reps. It gives you a different look, it gives you a different type of condition, and it gives you a different mental fortitude to be able to fight through the pain and be able to fight through that fatigue. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to work really hard as we possibly can, but I'm really just trying to blow the legs up. So let's get after it.
All right, a little bit of a change up than what I normally would do. A single standing leg curl. And generally, I don't do these, but to be honest with you, I'm not even sure why I don't do them. This is actually a great movement, despite what some in the hypertrophy community may say. I find it a very good one to really get that meaty ham hang that you would look at in the side chest. And if you're strong enough, you can really load the weight up on here. But again, this is probably one of my favorite exercises that I don't do. Like I said, I can't tell you why I don't do it. I just don't do it.
All right, warm ups and feeders are done. Now we go to the first work set. I like this movement, but I haven't really gotten into trying to progress on it. But I do like this movement a lot. I think I get a really good contraction, and I think you can too, especially not at the top of the hamstring, but definitely at the bottom where you can get a lot of meat. Any type of leg curl is going to hit more at the knee insertion. The main thing on this exercise is that you don't want your body to compensate trying to pull to one side. I don't want my body to shift trying to pull this leg up. I want it to stay neutral, locked into the pad, and I just want this leg to move. You don't want any pressure to move off of that hamstring and onto your glute.
6, 8, woo!
All right, we got more leg curls to come, but for right now, we're going to go on to the main quad movement, which is hack squats reverse banded. Now, here's something to note is that I'm trying to shoot for 15 to 20 reps on this particular movement, and the reason for that is that this is my first set. It's just simply a warm up. Normally, you see me do leg extensions, but I wanted to forego that today and just get straight to the heavy movement for the training session. Now, with these, I normally do warm up, feeder, then work. But I think I did a little bit more feeder sets or more feeder sets than I normally would use, because when you start off with an exercise like this, it's very important to make sure that your entire leg musculature is warmed up. Make sure that you can handle the load, make sure that you can be able to tolerate that type of weight that's going on your shoulders and on your back. Yes, it's a movement that is guided, but it's still probably one of the heaviest movements that you will probably do within your lifting career.
So a properly executed leg day like this one, it always reminds me that I need to stop being a lazy bastard and do my damn cardio. Because I do have rep range goals and they're high up there, but I don't think I can't I can't achieve that without doing some form of intense cardio. So um, I plan on getting me a weighted vest or a rucksack and getting out in some of this Minnesota heat and humidity and getting to work so I can get this weight for like 20 or 30 reps. But that's going to be over time and then getting on the step mill and all that. But it takes a lot of work. But cardio for leg training is of the utmost importance. Ah,
On to leg press, and this is an exercise that you can obviously punish yourself on a lot. I won't get into this because you've seen this in numerous leg videos that I've done. Just pick a comfortable foot placement. Today, I didn't want to bias the quad a whole lot. I just wanted something that could really hit the entire leg musculature, so I picked a spot and it felt good and I just stayed with it. So, something to keep in mind is that you don't need to major in the minors, right? Like, foot positioning is great, biasing muscles is all great, but I mean, just simple execution of the exercise and doing it with intent is something that's taken for granted as well. You got to make sure that, besides the fact that you need to dance in your leg press, is that you just need to make sure that you put those good reps together and that is stimulating the muscle. Anything outside of that, that's just majoring in the minors. And while that is needed for many of you listening to this, and even myself, you don't have to do it all the time. So, with time being an issue, I just picked that good foot placement, and I just worked within that good rep range that that gave me what I needed. And finally, just a couple sets of leg extensions to round things out. 4 quads, pushing up into the 15 to 20 rep range. And as you can see, I got the Husa pad there just to get an extra stretch. I only did that for 1 set because it aggravates my knee joint. But if you have an opportunity to use it or even purchase it, I highly suggest it. It's really a great piece of equipment. I think you guys will benefit from it greatly. And I told you guys more hamstring curls, so finishing out the workout with 2 sets of leg curls, lying leg curls. Usually this was the lead off move. This is the lead off movement for legs, that or seated leg curl, but I decided to just go with the standing one. But I wanted a little bit more leg curl action, so in comes the lying leg curl. So that was it for the workout that day. It was a hard one, it was a long one, it was a late one, but you have to just do what you need to do to get things done.
and there you have it, a combined condensed leg day. Work that would be spread out over 2 days combined into one. If I was to do all of that work that you just saw in one day, I probably die. Luckily, I don't have to do that. But this is a good high volume way. If you're a younger guy, I'm definitely a believer in heavyweight, higher volume, or even more moderate rate weight, higher volume. I think what we've gotten into a habit of doing as bodybuilders is that we've been thinking of ourselves as diet powerlifters, and we've been missing a lot of the detail. We've been missing a lot of the muscle volumization that comes with volume training. Now, with that being said, there is a time and a place for everything, and volume training goes in phases. It's not meant to be your main training modality. It should go in phases. There should be times where you're handling some heavy weight for lower sets, leaving some in the tank, and just going the low volume, super high intensity route. again, there is a time and a place for everything. And if you're smart with your programming, you can make it to where those phases bleed into one another, but you have to be smart with it. So if that's something you're interested in doing, just research, just play around with stuff. The beautiful thing about the gym is that it's one big science experiment, like in real time. So you could just try stuff. I think that's another thing we've gotten away from, is that we just don't try stuff and figure it out. We're waiting for the white coats to tell us, hey, this is what you should do. This is like, no, forget all that bullshit. With all that being said, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or anything like that, please leave a comment. Let me know what you got out of this video. And hell, if you didn't get anything out of this video, please let me know so I can just continue to improve. So until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a great morning and a great evening.